Today I'm making banana puff puff. I blended 2 banana with a little water. The water I'm gonna subtract, but I blended it with water to make it lighter. And then if you're making puff puff, whether the normal plain puff puff or banana puff puff, you need to use bread flour. It is very, very important. It helps in the final result you get. So in this recipe, I'm using 3 cups of bread flour. Then some salt to taste, maybe like almost a teaspoon salt to taste. And then we use the instant yeast. So I will be using a tablespoon of instant yeast, 3 cups of flour, about a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. I measured out the sugar I'm going to use, but I don't put it in right away. Because of the sweetness of the banana, I don't put my sugar in yet. I taste after mixing in my banana before I added my sugar. So I mix the dry ingredients together, make it well, and then pour my banana mixture in. Add a tablespoon of vanilla flavor. So I make sure my sugar is beside me and water for mixing. I add water as I go along. I can't tell you if it's half cup or 1 cup, but it all depends on the consistency that I get. So I don't add water all at once. I add water as I go along. When you mix, you have to mix in properly. Because of the bread flour, it tends to have clumps. So you have to mix in properly and add water as you go along, just bit by bit, until you get the desired consistency. It has to be a runny consistency. And then taste for sugar. If you need to add more sugar, if you're okay with just the banana sweetness, fine. If you need to add more sugar, you add in your sugar. But most times I don't like my puff puff to be too sweet, so I'm always careful with the sugar. Your mixture eventually has to be a runny consistency, something that would easily drop from your finger. When you're done mixing, you cover and you allow to stand until it has doubled in size, maybe for an hour or two, until it has doubled in size. So you just cover and set aside and allow to rise. Add your oil in your pot. It has to be enough oil for deep frying. Add your oil in your pot and get your sieve, your frying spoons, everything ready. And then when the oil heats up, you can just put a little to taste if the oil is hot enough, and then you just drop them. As you drop them, they're going to rise up to the top. You don't have to be an expert in dropping them. Just make sure you drop them in one bit that is not scattered. It's going to form. You're going to have that puff puff formation if you get your mixture right. So you fry until it is brown, you bring it out, and your banana puff puff is ready. Just allow it to be golden brown and it's ready. Thanks for watching.